Hey folks, Chef Jesse here. How are you? How's everybody doing today? And this cool. Finally, the heat is going away. Finally, it's like I had to wear a sweater to go to the supermarket. Can you believe that crap? So anyway, folks, today I'm going to be doing. I'm wearing my Puerto Rican apron that I got from Puerto Rico about 2 years ago when I went to visit for the first time in hundreds of years. But anyway, today I'm making a Latino dish, a Latin dish called Chicharron de Pollo. Okay, so it's what it is deep fried chicken, and I'm gonna have that with some plantains and some yellow plantains, and I'm gonna have green plantains and the whole thing. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make this chicken. So stay with me. So I'm gonna be dipping my chicken in flour, right? And I have to season. You have to season the flour, okay? Nothing fancy, but you have to season the flour. If not, the chicken, it loses its taste. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you right now. I got about. Can you see that? Okay, I got about three cups of flour. I'm gonna sift it around, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Nothing fancy, nothing. No egg, no milk, none of that. Just plain flour. I'm gonna be putting in a. Let's see, we got it put over here. Put a tablespoon of garlic. Okay, we got garlic here. We're gonna put some tablespoon of salt. Okay, just give me a second of that. Okay, tablespoon of salt. There you go, more or less. In there. This is so you won't lose the flavor when you put the chicken in there. I'm gonna put in a tablespoon of baking powder, just so that it fluffs up. It makes it fluff up. Okay. There you go. And I have a cup of cornstarch. Okay. So that's all over the house. Okay. So we will mix it thoroughly. Mix this thoroughly, right? Like so. And we're gonna put some this sazon with coloring in it. Okay. So I'm gonna put like an envelope in there. There we go. And then we're gonna shift this around. You can use two. I used one, but we'll do this. Okay. Okay. So this will give it a flavor to the flour. Let me show you very simple what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take one piece of chicken. Okay. And I'm just going to dip it in here. Okay. I'm going to dip it in there. And I'm just going to make sure that it's well dipped. Okay. You can use your hand if you want. I don't know. I like using my hand. There you go. Okay. Just get it in the nooks and crannies in there. Make sure. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to shake the excessive flour off, because if not, the flour will start to burn when you start to fry this. And then you're going to get that bad taste. You're going to get burnt oil. So make sure that this is shaken off. Okay. And then I'm using one of these. I'm using a tray like this, where I'm going to put it and I'm going to shake it and make sure that all the flour is off. Okay. So let me show you that once more, just in case you didn't see that. Let me get another piece of chicken. Here you go. There you go. So I hate working with flour because it gets all over the place. That's why I don't like baking. But there we go. So, okay. So this is going to be fried at a 350-degree oil, and it's going to be nice and crunchy, and hence the name Chicharron. Yeah, Chicharron, which means something deep fried and hard, whatever it is. I don't know. So anyway, so that's it, folks. Very simple. This is how I'm going to do the rest of my chicken, and then I'm going to show you how next I'm going to start deep frying this stuff. Okay, so stay tuned. Oh, by the way, the chicken I'm using some. You can use some. I'm using some just chopped up chicken. I'm using chicken breast. I'm using thighs. I'm just chopped up my chicken into small pieces. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm putting it into this flour. So just pieces of chicken, chopped up, no particular shape or form, just chopped up, so it becomes chunks. So when you start to fry this, you have like little chunks. You'll have some big pieces and you have some smaller ones, and you know, that stuff like that. So yeah. So folks, I floured all my chicken, and let me just go over what I'm doing today. Chicharron de pollo. I got pieces of chicken cut up in chunks. You know, nothing in particular, and I seasoned it. I marinated it overnight. And now I dipped it into a flour base with salt, baking powder, cornstarch, garlic powder, some sazon, just to give the flavor to the flour. Because when you fry the chicken and you dip it in there, it loses flavor because the flour is, you know, it has no taste to it. So I seasoned the flour. So I got a bunch of chicken here. It looks like a lot, but really it's not. It's just it's mostly like pieces, little pieces and stuff. Believe me, they are. Anyway, and whatever's left over anyway. Tomorrow's lunch, right? Or leftovers. So anyway, I'm going to I'm going to fry these in a deep aluminum pot that I have, and I'm going to set the temperature to 350. Okay, using a thermometer here, and I'm going to make sure that the temperature is at 350 before I start dropping in my pieces of chicken. So right now it's only about 130 degrees. So I'm looking for 450, 350 actually, 350, 400, and then I'm going to put my chicken in there. So I'm going to deep fry it, quickly fried in the oil, and then I'm going to be frying some plantains along with it, and then I'm going to put the plate together, and you're going to see how it looks. So stay tuned, stay with me. So you want to make sure that it's the oil is at least 350. This way, when you drop the chicken in there, it fries quick. It doesn't have chance to absorb the oil, and you get a better tasting chicken. Okay, so I'm putting in my pieces of chicken, and don't crowd it up. Fry them in batches. Try not to crowd them up because it's no good. So fry the pieces of chicken in batches, and I'll show you in a few seconds how I'm putting this in the oil here. Okay, there you go. Okay, so oops, that almost fell, right? There you go. So I'm taking the pieces of chicken like this and dropping them in. Trying not to crowd the pot, and like I said, I'm going to fry these in stages. Okay, and that's it, folks. So folks, I'm eating this chicken, this chicharron de pollo. I'm eating it with yellow plantains and green plantains. This is a green plantain. When it gets ripe, it turns yellow and it turns sweet. This one is not sweet, it's green, and you have to fry it, smash it, and I like it with garlic sauce because it gives it a flavor. So this is the plátano. It's green, and when it ripens, it turns yellow, right? I'll show you how it looks. So these are the yellow ones, okay? They start to turn yellow, and then they start to turn black when it's real ripe. And the blacker the skin, the more sweet it's inside. So they're very good. I mean, everyone loves these things. So. Anyway, but I prefer the green ones because I like putting garlic on it and stuff. But I eat the yellow ones as well. So anyway, let me show you, in case you don't know how to peel a plátano. I'll show you. Okay, so there we go. I usually cut the ends off like that. Actually, I want it straight. Okay, and then I cut the ends off. Okay, and what I do, pick that up. What I do a slit on top or anywhere, just deep it, just to cut the skin. Okay, now I take a knife. You can use a butter knife. This knife I have is like a butter knife. It's dull, and I use it for different things, but cutting, it doesn't cut anymore. And I just start to peel. Now, if you have problems peeling this, you could also run it underneath the water. Warm water will get you, results. Okay, so now you just start to peel like this. There you go, and it should start to peel. Okay, and usually the whole thing comes off in one piece. There you go. Okay, and there you go. Look at that. Look how easy that is, huh? Look how easy that is. Okay, some people say, oh, I can't do that. Well, hey, look how easy it is. If not, like I said, run it under water. Got a piece there? Just break it off. Okay. And there goes the plantain. So what I do is I cut it into wheels like this. I don't know, half an inch or something. I don't know. I don't measure. Okay. I'm gonna put water and I'm gonna put some salt in it so they can get some flavoring. So before I fry these, I leave it there. Okay. And I put some some water, so salt the water, and to give it some kind of flavoring, okay? Now, the yellow ones are much easier to peel because the skin is, it's ripened, so it usually peels right off. So let me show you. Okay, so here we go. We got the yellow ones here. Okay, let me get my other knife. This cuts easy, okay? So I cut off the ends just like I did the green ones, but it's more softer, so you gotta be careful. So I just cut it down. Give it a little slit down the middle, soft, and this peels off right easy. Look at that, it just comes right off. It's like peeling a banana, okay? And then the same thing, you cut them. There you go, look how easy that peels. And I usually cut them on a slant. There you go, like so, like so, like so, like so, see? So this yellow one's a little bit easier, okay? So that's how you peel it, folks. That's how you do your yellow plantain and your green plantains. So folks, I got a recipe that of Chicharron de Pollo where you have to fry the chicken 3 times. You have to fry it once, take it out, fry it a second time, and then third time. I don't know if that's the way it's done, but I don't do it that way. I don't have time to fry chicken 3 times. I just don't. So I'm frying it once. That's the way it is. So folks, dinner is almost done. I have to fry the plantain, but look at this tray of chicken. Look at this. There's chicken here for days. Well, actually, for me, for Gilbert, and for maybe left over for tomorrow's lunch. And my cousin will come by later. Maybe he wants chicken. I don't know. But anyway, it's almost done. So folks, I'm frying my plantain. My yellow plantains are ready. Now I'm doing my green plantains. And the chicken is done. The salad is all cut up. I have some fresh made limeade that I squeezed myself, fresh made. And in a few minutes, you are going to see how this looks at the table because it looks wonderful. And it smells wonderful, and I already tasted it, and it tastes good. So join us at the table. So yeah, folks, dinner is done. Took me about maybe close to 2 hours, but it's worth it. It looks good, it smells good. I tasted a little bit of it, it tastes good. And basically it's Chicharron de Pollo. People ask me what Chicharron de Pollo is. It's just deep fried chicken, chunks of chicken fried in flour. The flour is seasoned with garlic and salt and baking powder so it can fluff up, and baking, whatever, baking soda, baking powder. And all that kind of stuff. I got yellow plantains for Gilbert and green plantains for myself. And we have a salad on the side, and we just have plain, simple olive oil and red wine vinegar. So, okay. So let me turn this around and show you. Oh, so that's what it looks like here. Let's turn this around here and let's take a picture of this because it looks delicious. So there goes your chicken chunks there. There goes plantains. There goes the lettuce, tomatoes. There goes my plate over here. And there's a lot of chicken. I fried 3 pots full of chicken. Of course, we're not gonna eat all this. This will be for tomorrow's lunch. A couple of pieces for tomorrow's lunch, if anything's left. But if not, But I think there's plenty of chicken left. So, and I have some homemade limeade right there. That's the homemade limeade. I squeezed about 10 limes in there, and I didn't use any sugar. I use the sweetener. That's what I use. So I put a whole bunch of sweetener in there, and hopefully it's good. So folks, we are going to eat now. Tomorrow, tomorrow 4th of July, is it? Anyway, tomorrow we have all traditional. We got some spare ribs and some stuffing, some corn and some cornbread, and traditional stuff. We're not doing burgers because we did burgers the other day, so we screwed up. We didn't wait, and we ate the burgers already. And I wanted to do burgers and hot dogs, but hey, we're not gonna do. So I'll be cooking tomorrow. So anyway, folks, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the weather. Today was 67 degrees. It was nice and cool. I went out. I actually put on a hood, and I like weather like this. I don't like it. I don't like that. Last week was it was like the devil's butthole, and very hot. So anyway, folks, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, the rest of it, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.